Hey, 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 everybody. Can you hear me? You can still hear me. All right. Sounds like I might be overloading, so let me turn it down just a little bit. All right. Um, don't really have a way to check. Only way I have to check is to actually come over here. Actually, let's double check. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Websy here. As you can see before you, we have our usual suspects. And yeah, so I'm gonna just do a real quick check on how's it going. What is it? Okay, audio sounds great. We're gonna shut the audio off while that runs, but I'm gonna have that going in the background. I hope you guys can still hear me. I just have that shut down. So I have the chat box open so I can see what's going on in the chat box. So go ahead. You guys feel free to chat with me tonight. I do have the chat box. It just won't scroll across the screen anymore, but I'm here. I do see that there's a slight lag on my monitor. I can try to refresh it, or we can just live with this slight lag. So I don't think it's that big of a lag problem right now, so I think we're going to be okay. Audio also sounds good. I did invite somebody to come hang out with us tonight, but I don't think they're going to be able to make it. They didn't reply to me in time, and I waited around for a little bit for a reply. I figured they're probably busy, 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 busy. I totally understand being busy, so I definitely not holding anything against them that way. So um, don't don't feel like I may be or may not be. I'm not sure. But so I'm not sure which way this is supposed to be. I'm confused now. Okay, so let's get it all put together, guys. Figure that part out. Yeah. So this is supposed to be here. So we want to get this put together first so I can talk to you about what it's going to look like. Okay. So this is the general concept of what I have going on so far. I think I like it like this. This piece, this top part, I did a bunch of work right here, getting it all glued in and everything. And I put some more back here to cover up the white bar that was back there. So now it's at least it looks a little nicer. Remember, don't push too hard on these things. They are plastic and they are temperamental. So we are working on getting this together still. Now, to give you the camera angle, I'll see what's going on in there. All right. So this is the whole concept. We're trying to make this guy disappear and then reappear. So we got to mount these on here somewhere. I'm thinking either right here as like just like extra, or back here somewhere as extras. And then we got to mount, I think we're going to also mount this back here. The shield goes right here. So I will develop a spot for the shield to attach right there. I think I'll make a mount for it, which is super easy. I think I have plenty of high-grade shield mounts. All right, now for the inside of here, we still kind of want to do some work. So we're still kind of working on everything, but to get him fully down, he has to lean forward, set his head to the side just like it's a sniper, and then it gives you some really nice mobility, actually. Like, you're gonna get good mobility with this, which is great. I think it's great. So don't worry. Maybe I can turn the volume down just a little on the phone. Is that better? Oh yeah, that sounds way better. All right. Now it doesn't sound like the microphone is just blasting. Okay. There we go. And uh, so that's what that looks like. Without him moving at all, turning, so you can kind of see where the turning is doing. All right, doing like old Upshur's site, doing. Now I'm gonna have to tag that fool. All right. Anyways, so this is the concept we're going for. What we're trying to do is we're taking the theme of a military sniper and a ghillie suit and upgrading it to what would it look like if a military GM were to put himself into a sniper ghillie suit. So some of the modifications we've already done. These right here, these wonderful things right here, these are really nice modifications that we've done. Really, they're just plaw plate, polystyrene plate. We call it plaw plate for slang. And then I also used what is also referred to as, we call it spur goo or runner goo, or we prefer spur goo because it's just fun to say spur and goo. So we created spur goo, and when you look at it up close, it looks like there are welds welding the two pieces of plastic together. And with the tank from this era, that is crucial. That looks amazing. So when you're doing a modification like that, having that as a modification option is really cool, right? So remember that in the future, guys. Spur goo can help make it look like bead welding, kind of. So, um, now, like I said, we're gonna mount up a bracket to hold things in the back, maybe fold out some arms or something since we were able to tuck the legs in. The next thing we want to do is right here, there's two slots. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this thicker piece of plaw and we're going to cut a strip like this of this thick plaw. And then we're going to drill holes into it so we can mount our, the goal is to mount two pistons that open. This is going to open either like this or like this. I'm thinking we're gonna go like this, I think. Yeah, because if we go like this and it opens like this, oops, knocked over our welding. This is spur goo. This is what it looks like when it's in the bottle. Let's see if I can get it to run for you guys. There you go. You see it running? That's spur goo. That's how loose I like to make my spur goo. Don't worry, it'll run back down to the bottom. All right, so we're gonna make it hinge right here because this top opens like this, right? So we want it to open like this. Now, what that'll do is see if it opens like that, right? And then we close it like that. It means the gun plug can have, let's, okay, so you understand how the top looks. So we'll move that out of the way now. So watch. When we put the Gundam in, when you get him to here, you can lower it, right? And lower it onto him. And then look, he's stable, right? He's in his spot, he's ready to go. and this will go right over it. Like, we don't even have to do a whole bunch of work to get it to fit. Like, it just goes right over it, completely conceals it. See, like, without knowing the modifications I've done, just looking at this, you're gonna go, oh, hey, look, he's just building a tank. But then you get in there and you get to do that. And so, yeah, I'm definitely thinking we want to make it do this. So I think we want to put the pistons here and in the middle, and then when they open, they'll, okay, so will I need to put them on a slider for the top? You think I should do a slider so it can slide up and then push down? And yeah, and then we'll just build a bracket that goes across like this. That'll, we can't put a bracket across because of the limbs. All right, because of the legs. All right, so no bracket across. We'll still be able to get that done, and we could showcase that it can open up on one side or the other. Maybe no, because we're gonna make this a pivoting point. So right here is where it's gonna pivot. So I gotta make, well, not make, but I'm gonna go looking for, what is it called? Hinge. It's a book hinges, like really cheap, small book hinges. That's all. I think that'll work really good with that. So, with all that said, other things we're going to be modifying or making modifications to, we're going to paint it. I have a Zaku green that's going to look really good on all this. So we're going to paint it and then hit it with Zaku green. And then we're going to put decals on it, then protect it, then weather it, and then, top coat the weather with some matte finish, and hopefully it'll look good. So that is the process we're going to go through. But tonight, while we're on the podcast, we're going to talk about how I get this specific type of job done here, what we got to finish up. So I have this claw plate right here, right? Now this is what I've been using all the way through these side pieces. Now what I want to do is I want to take and draw the lines that go between these two sections here so that we can get a general idea of what we got going on here for this. So we're going to get it in place. And then, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go 1 centimeter, because that's how thick these are. These are 1 centimeter. So I got this nice little ruler over here that can help me with this centimeter trick. All right. And you don't have to go down to the 1, just as long as you're on the centimeter line and you can read to the next number. You're good. Right? Just hold it where you can. Do whatever's easy. 7 to 8, 8 to 9. I don't care. Just take your pen, have it all marked off. Now, the real magic is going back over on the other side and doing the same thing. It's really easy, but some people think the seam it's magic. We can do it. I think you can do it too. We can all do it. Come on, guys. It's just okay. So the same measurements on the same size. All right. And now we have our cuts. These are where we're going to make our cuts. We're going to cut on this side of this line here. Why'd you drop? Why'd you fall? So let's get on our miter cutter, because that's going to help us the most. This is the miter cutter. It's a big tool, and I don't like to keep it on my shelves. But the first cut we're going to make is going to be this long cut across. So we're going to line up the 2 marks, and we're just going to cut. And we're going to make sure our piece don't go flying. And then the next cut we're going to make is we're going to get rid of all this excess over here, because this isn't what we wanted to keep. But remember, I said we wanted to cut on this side of the line. So we're just going to follow that line and we cut on that side, like I said.
Master Grade Wing Gundam Verka. taking this plain old wing kit from this to this work of art. This build was a task of labor and love for the hobby. Adding more wings and a premium paint job help elevate this kit to new heights. Join us at WebC Official for more spotlights and live shows.
Hey everybody, Websy here. To have your project or your company featured on Websy Official, join us on Patreon at Websy Official.
Princess. Alright, we're back from the commercial break. Sorry about that. My dog is barking at a neighbor. She means well. She really does. I promise. Alright, we got one side cut out and everything. It's kind of an odd looking shape, but you don't want it to stick up too high over a certain section and everything. We're just kind of emulating the already existing structure of everything. So, well, we could smooth this cutout one more time and have a perfect edge. So I think that's what I'm gonna strive for real quick. And then we'll show you. All right, this is gonna go like this. Let's see, it was almost perfect. Now it's being a butthead. That's pretty close. I mean, that'll give us, some space and stuff to work with. Now, we want to take some of our posting that we've already created. We're going to take a little bit of this, and we're going to figure out how much. I think we only need half for this one. I don't think we're going to go all the way into the top with it. So we're going to cut that one in half. We're going to turn this post right here. We're going to put it here. And it's not going to be very big. Okay. Just going to tape it. We're just going to put a little glue on there. And then I got this tweezer. I'm not trying to touch the glue. Oh no. Come on now. Oh, it's just being difficult, isn't it? All right. So that's the first piece that we're going to add. And we're going to let that set for a second, a moment, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to get the next piece put in on this side. So once again, I think we should just do this. Hit this side with the glue. And before it gets a chance to dry, you're just going to go ahead and like that. All right. Don't worry about how fancy it looks because on the outside, you won't be able to see that little bit. All right. So before we make a mess out of our station, like I've done many times, always close your solutions back up. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this bad boy out. This is called spur goo. I take this super thin cement and I mix it with the color of plastic that I'm working with. Usually from the runner, the spur tree, or whatever, and that's why we call it spur goo. It's from the spur of the model. All right. Now I apply my spur goo with this silly little stick here. And still kind of got some wet goo on it that'll re-soften as I play it here. So I'm just going to stir this up real quick, double check to make sure everything's melted. There might not be a fully melted piece in there still. So, all right, now that we've got some goo on our stick, what we want to do is we want to put just enough goo all the way around to create like a beaded look. All right, now take this and we're gonna put it right here in the spot just like that. And so as we look at it, we just adjust it to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. Now, when you look at it, it will look like it's been welded on all the seams. So now we're gonna do it to the other side. We still gotta make that side. So let's go ahead and close this spur goo up because this stuff is stinky. Let's wipe off the excess. All right. Yeah, we don't want to keep these chemical things open. We want to keep them closed. It helps keep them better too. Okay, same thing. We're going to set a side of the thing against here. Now, if you look at what I'm looking at, you can see some weirdness, and it's all right. We'll get this figured out. Don't worry. We need to just watch this. All right. So we're gonna make a couple cuts. All right. We got our cut. Now this isn't done. We still gotta make one more cut after this, I think. Yeah, but it was just a little one too. Oh no, I didn't cut that side thick enough. Sad. So sad. What do we do? Well, we're just gonna have to make another piece. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. This time I got it hopefully properly marked. I don't have very many left. All right. All right. Hopefully this one's a much better fit to what I was trying to do. Oh yeah, yeah. We just gotta shave it off just a little bit. I'm really liking that. Digging it. I'm digging it. So it got cut just a bit short, but we can make up for it with the spergula. So that's what's really nice about it. It will fit with spergula seeping out of it on both sides. So hold it like this. Right in do it, but it is just a hair too big. All right. I think this should be perfect. Oh, it is. It is perfect. All right. Spurgoo for you. Spurgoo for two. Spurgoo for two. If you don't know, I will quote other TV shows and make up my own quotes for it. All right. So Spurgoo for two is fun. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I'm having a great night. It is Friday night, you guys. You're just a lively bunch, huh? Let's do this. All right. There we go. We're done with that for the evening, right? Ha 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 ha. All right, next we got to address what we want to do on this side of things. Um, but that's pretty much that. Now, see, what I was going for is right here. Like, there is downslopes and stuff. So I wasn't trying to like fully cover it, but I wanted it to be as covered as possible, right? So that we can have sight on what our options are for our next move. And this has been a fun build so far. It's very exciting. It's pretty cool, and it's a very calm and collecting build. So like I said, now that you've seen the way I put these extension parts together and stuff, it's not that hard. It's very encouraging to do. It's very easy. So this is what he looks like when he's in the tank. he sits like this. And so we'll put him in like this. This is what he sits like. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, you, seems good. Seems legit. So looks like we'll have everything we need to finish this op. It'll be good. So as we move forward. What do you guys think? You guys here? Anybody seen this amazing workout? All right, guys. So yeah.
Master Grade Wing Gundam Verka.
Let's go. Let's go.
Taking this plain old wing kit from this to this work of art.
Let's go.
This build was a task of labor and love for the hobby. Adding more wings and a premium paint job help elevate this kit to new heights. Join us at WebC Official for more spotlights and live shows.
All right. And to see more amazing things like that, or if you want your stuff, your build, your work, anything to be featured here at WebC Official, head on over to our Patreon account at WebC Official Patreon and find us. Make sure it's us. You'll see it. You'll know it's pretty clear it's us. But just head over there. Look at our sponsor options, and if you sponsor us, we will put you in the commercial rotation. So head on over there, check that out. I gotta go check it out. I'm gonna throw in a new photo session. Some photos most people don't get to see of things that I'm doing behind the scenes. So yeah, that's what I got going on here. Not really a long show tonight, you know. It's definitely a shorter end show, but I feel like, you know, we've been hanging out for over a half hour. Tonight's been great. I'm kind of at the point on this project where I really got to take it slow and let each piece of glue like really harden up. And so this is all still really soft, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure or weight on it right now, but it is all still very soft. So I think we're pretty much done with this section of the build for the evening. This section of the build, we have a little work we can do. I got some stuff that I want to attach onto here before I airbrush it, because I think it's all integral to the build. So yeah, and then that's that. I got some, you know, there are parts over here. Like I haven't put them up. I haven't done anything with them. So there is that. You know, we could also. You know, I was just thinking, because this is supposed to be the piece that goes over this, something like this. Yeah, and if this is supposed to go over that, well, you know, hey, I'm optimistic. Anyways, we could still use this as an attachment tool for the barrel, or we could make up our very own, or come up with something new. Like this piece right here, looks like it definitely goes right there. And if it does, you know what that means? That means I have a platform to build my barrel off of, which I do. So I've got that. That's super cool. What's this? And this? I don't know what these are. So yeah, just things I wanted to do, look at and take inventory of, or just little things that this tank needs to have before I airbrush it. And then there's some things that just need to be cut out and hand detailed. Right? You know what I mean? Like, so I think there's some lids and stuff that just need some hand detail. So like this guy. That looks like that lid is supposed to be there. Yeah, so however, I mean, I don't know really where to start. It's kind of one of those, maybe I should get the book and look and see what the book says I should do next. I'm looking at it in both Japanese and English because I'm just a weirdo like that. I think they're the same, just, you know, one's Japanese, one English. All right. So some things will be getting moved and modified in their positions as well. Okay, so that's where I thought it was going. That is not where I thought it was going. They both there. So let's go there. I think they go in and push through. That is so weird. Alright, so we're looking at this wonderful model kit. We are looking at all these fancy parts that go right here. So what I want to do is I want to work on this right here, the headlights, or what would be headlights. But I think I want to rearrange them to here, because I think I'm gonna make this the front of the tank. Or no, yeah, this is still gonna be the front of the tank, I think. Yes, the drives are supposed to be at the front of the tank. So I'm guessing. So that's okay. So guess. Uh, oh yeah. That's not what the plan was. The plan is to make this the front of the tank still. So I guess we can still put the lights there. What the heck goes here? Probably some plates. Alright, the lights will still go there. So it's these right here. I'm a little confused. What constitutes as a part? Oh, I see it. I think I'm seeing it. Okay. Oh, so those two things and these two things. All right. I mean, you know, we're gonna get to all these parts. They'll all get detailed and stuff. But for the most part, I think we're just trying to I have a good time with these parts. Alright. This is really flimsy, so I'm pulling out my super sharp nipper, and we're gonna try and make a super sharp nip. That did not work. This looks like it's a sandpaper issue, so we're gonna definitely want to just sandpaper this. I know. Ow! Stupid. Ow. Figure out where that went. It's always the fun. The fun, the fun, the fun. Where's my light? I had a light over here. Woohoo! I found it. Alright, that was annoying. All because of these headphones. Oh, my hand came down on them. No bueno. Alright. That's kind of cool. I see how that can be done. We should turn those iron, make those dark. I'm in for that. We're gonna sit on that for a minute. I want to thank everybody for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. I want to thank all my viewers. You guys really help me, and you support me, and you make doing this a fun job. So I want to take the time to thank all of you that view my product, view my show, that's watching. You guys really do help me out here. And with that said, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been 45 minutes. We're good. I think you guys got the gist of what's going on with this build. We'll see you next time on WebC.